traveling through another dimension. A dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. A journey through a wondrous land whose boundaries are that of imagination. That's a signpost up ahead. Your next stop, the Saltlight Zone. Hey, you must be S1E1. I'm 3B0A. Nice to finally meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Have you been to orientation yet?
Orientation?
Yeah, there's a session in like 20 minutes or so.
Why would I want to go to that? Those things are always boring, and no.
Well, we have to go so we can find out what to do. And we can't be skipping things already. It's the beginning of the year.
Well, you know, I guess we have to.
Alright. Let's go. What we have here is two students entering into a foreign land that we would call the Universal Spring Academy, or USA for short. This is an intensive one-year program where students are deemed worthy or unworthy of entering society. One of these students is an optimist with a good outlook on life. The other, a pessimist who is apathetic towards most things. Both of these students are about to embark on adventures that will shape the rest of their lives. But what they do not realize is they are about to enter into the Saltlight Zone.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Dr. Ruben Rubio, and first off, I'd like to begin by welcoming all of you to Universal Spring Academy. As students of this prestigious academy, you are expected to
Read a speech. I'm not listening to this.
At the end of your time here at USA, you will be undertaking an examination. This examination is of utmost importance, and you would do well to prepare for it. Those of you who do not pass will be deemed unworthy to join society and will be swiftly sent for rehabilitation in the shadow of Death Valley. With that, may the force be with you, or something like that.
All right, everyone. The first thing that you need to learn about yourself in order to be successful is your strengths. As we analyze the test done by the Strengths Finder 3.14159, we find out what you're good at and where to assign you if you pass. Mr. 3B0LA?
Just one question before I take this test. How can I apply this to my final exam?
Well, the council will be looking for evidence of the application of your strengths in the time you were a student. So, make certain that you ascertain what your strengths are and how to best apply them in order to be the salt and light of the world.
Okay. Alright. Thanks for your advice. I'll use that as a further my education here at USA.
Very good, Mr. 3B0LA. And here are your results.
Sweet.
Mr. H1N1, it is your turn. Please step forward. Very good, Mr. H1N1. And here are your results.
This is
Thanks for meeting with me, Professor.
Sure.
I reviewed the results from the Strengths Finders test, but I'm having some trouble with it. I mean, it's great that we found our strengths and all, but what about our weaknesses and the things I'm not good at? Shouldn't I be developing those instead?
Well, 3B0LA, it's not all about your strengths. Our strengths can help us achieve things, but what's really important is connecting with people and being a good influence. While your weaknesses can spur needed development in your character, it is important to cultivate your talents, as illustrated in Jesus' parable about being a good servant. The good servant takes his assets and multiplies them, while the wicked servant buries his in the ground and does nothing with them. This parable is meant to show us that using the gifts we're given by God is an important part of our journey, and that we should be actively using them instead of hiding them under a bowl, in a sense.
Huh. I guess that makes sense. Thanks, Professor. Hey, where were you in class today? I didn't see you there.
Oh no, I slept through it.
You slept through it. The class starts at 11:10.
Well, I was up late.
Doing what?
Well, playing video games.
Why do you even ask? You need to start going to class soon. We're gonna have final exams coming up, and you kind of need to pass those.
No, those classes are so easy and they're boring. I don't even need to study. I'll just go in and take the test.
Why are you even here? You gotta study? You gotta learn?
Why would I want to study? I don't need to learn anything. I know everything already.
Do you know what happens if you don't pass the final exam? Oh, you probably don't even care. You have games.
I'm gonna pass that final exam anyway, so I don't need to know.
Well, I am gonna study, so you can do what you wish.
Yeah. Go to sleep.
Christmas, Santa Claus. Merry Christmas, Santa Claus. Merry Christmas, Santa Claus. So let us recall what started it all on that Bethlehem night. So
Do you really need that plane? We have our final exam tomorrow. Yeah, you should really be studying.
Studying.
Jesus heard the lullaby, so he opened up his eyes, then looked up at his mummy and said, Merry Christmas, Santa Claus. Merry Christmas, Santa Claus.
Hey. Yeah, you wanna go? Okay, yeah. Right, I'll be down in just a minute. Alright, yeah. See you.
Where are you going?
Well, a couple friends and I are gonna go to the pool and shoot some baskets and water polo. So,
You have a final exam tomorrow.
yeah, I'll study tonight. Don't worry about it. See you later.
Alright, students, we will be starting the final examination in just 1 minute.
Hey, 3B0LA. What was that strength thing again?
And you may begin. Good evening, everyone. We are at the end of the year, and you should all be proud of yourselves for the hard work you've done thus far. As I call out your name, please proceed to the front to receive your certificate of completion. First, Mr. 3B0LA. C3PO. R2D2. Next is B1NGO. And lastly, D4T4. And that concludes the list of students who has passed the final examination.
But sir, you haven't called my name yet.
You, Mr. H1N1, have not passed your examinations. You have been deemed an unproductive member of society, and therefore have been relegated to the shadow of Death Valley for rehabilitation.
No, but why? I can take the final again. Let me take it. I'll pass. I promise. Don't.
And here is your new station, Stephen, and your colleagues will be here shortly to show you around. Once again, congratulations on your promotion. You're among the best of the best now.
Thank you. It's been a long journey, and I'm glad to finally be here.
You've worked hard for it. Congratulations. Now, I must be going. Good luck on your new position.
Thank you.
Hi, you must be Steven. I'm Greg.
Oh, it's you? What are you doing here?
I can't believe it. What are you doing here?
I work here now.
But that's impossible. You didn't even pass the examination. How could you be on the same level as me?
Well, you're right. I didn't pass. So when I flunked out, they took me to the Shadow of Death Valley, and the mentors there helped me learn that I was just going in a terrible direction, and I wouldn't be useful at all to society. So I turned myself around, and they let me retake the final examination. With the new scores, they assigned me here.
But that's not fair. I did everything right. I stayed in the academy and graduated. You were the worst student. I just can't understand it.
You're right. Was the worst. But now I'm here, and I'm going to use my strengths to contribute to society as best I can. Good luck.
In the grand scheme of things, our choices influence the road we travel. For 3B0LA, he chose a rigid path, exploring his opportunities, while H1 discovered the true grace after a life of nonchalance. Which of these was the better path? Which path will you travel? In the Saltlight Zone.